Hey y'all, Liz here, and I've got your Daily Lizard. Today is Workflow Wednesday, and we're doing something just a little bit different today. I'm going to show you the tool, or a tool, an example of a tool that you could use in your business to help you interview a little bit better. So Workflow Wednesday, I want to talk about interviewing and what is the workflow for interviewing? And the idea here is that you need to have a tool, some type of a rubric that other people can follow to do the hiring in your company. Because how are you going to scale your business if nobody else can do the hiring except you? It's never going to happen. So today I'm showing you this tool, and you can also get this tool if you join Scale Your Cleaning Business Today Facebook group, or depending on when you are seeing this video, the Facebook group is transitioning. It used to be called Not Another Cleaning Group. So if you are in that time frame, you might need to look there. Okie dokie. So you will find it in my birthday gifts for March of 2025. You get the free resources. You have to put in a little code, and that's where you'll find it, March. All right. So I'm going to show you how this works and how something like this could be good for you. And you just have to decide what it is that you care about and what it is that you want to evaluate people on and the responses that you want. Okay. So the first thing is you have to figure out, what do you care about? Ideally, this is going to be your values, the values in your company, but also what kind of behaviors do you need, right? Do you need people that are going to be very reliable? Awesome, put that on here. The example that I'm going to use today is going to be respect. And the reason I'm using respect is because I didn't used to have this on mine. It wasn't one of the questions that I asked, and I didn't really even think about it. I just assumed that if you're sending somebody into a client's home, that they would be respectful. That was a really bad assumption. And you'll find out a little bit more about that tomorrow on the Teamwork Thursday. But for today, I just want to show you how this works. So you decide on the thing that you care about, in this case was respect, and then you have to design a question that does not have an obvious answer, right? So don't ask questions like, do you think everyone deserves to be respected? Everybody knows what answer you want. So you have to come up with questions. And we talk a lot about this in different areas. You can ask in the group also, like some good questions for different things that you care about. All right, but for this one, I like this question. Who is the most frustrating person you know, and what about them is frustrating? All right, the reason I like this question is people who are naturally respectful are going to give you this right answer. Right? So now you have to come up with, you get the question, you got to come up with what's the right answer, what is the okay answer, it's okay, and what is the, yeah, this is not a good answer. So in this case, I want someone who speaks very respectfully of the person, and they talk about the behavior as frustrating, not the person. Because respectful people recognize that it's not the person, it's the thing that they're doing, right? And they can speak to that in a much better way. I also really love it when people accept some responsibility for the frustration. Now, you might not like this. You might think to yourself, no, I know people that are frustrating because they are frustrating human beings and it doesn't have anything to do with me. Great, that's fine. That's what you care about. Guess what I care about? This. So this is what I'm testing on, and this is what I'm looking for. So you need to be very, very clear about what exactly you're looking for, so that the person who's doing the interviewing for you, right, who not how, can clearly decide what score to give somebody. Should they give them a 5? Should they give them a 3? Or should they give them, let me move my face out of the way here. Should they give them a 1? what we really don't like to do is I don't like it when people give a 4 or they give a 2. If you can't see clearly what it is, I will usually go for the lower score. So in this one, accept some responsibility for the frustration. For those of you that are really frustrated with my question there and my best answer, let me give you an example of what they might say. They might say something like, my mom. My mom is the most frustrating person because she just constantly is saying these things about things that have, like, she's not even trying to fix them. She'll complain about something, complain, and she doesn't even try to fix it, even if I have really good ideas. So one of the things that I've kind of learned over the years is it's not really my place to fix my mom's problems for her. So once I figure that out, I'm much less frustrated, still frustrated by my mom. All right, you see how there's a little piece in there that they're talking about that has to do with them. All right, so once you get your answer over here and you say, the person who's interviewing is like, oh yeah, I'm giving this one, final score is a 5 on this. These are just examples. For this one, let's just say she gave a 3 answer. This one was a 5 and this one was a 5. Now, you would probably want to have multiple questions because you're not always sure who you're talking to. And sometimes you're going to run into a problem where, gosh, I'm just not sure. I feel like they're really good at talking and I'm not sure if I'm getting the exact answers that I want. So you might want to have a couple more questions that they can ask that will get to the answer. All right, you don't have to. You can just have your however many questions, 3 questions, 5 questions, 6 questions, whatever it is. All right, so once you get your question in here, you'll see we've got scoring on the other side. Your scoring just pulls in, and then you might have other things that you are considering in your scoring rubric. In my case, I like to use DISC. And so these people for this position, anybody that is an S, an SC, an SI, CS, a CI, or an ID, are going to get a score of 5. If they're one of these, they're going to get a 3. If they're one of these, they're going to get a 1. In this case, this person was an IS, so I'm going to give her a 3. The next one is core values. We play a little game that we do with people, and I'm not going to get into this today. It's outside of the scope of this lizard, but then we get a score, and in this case, this person matched 3, and so they get a score of 3. And then the interview, they ended up with an aggregate score of 4 for a final score of 3.33. As you punch these in, your scores will change. All right? So you want to do this because you don't want to make it so obvious for the person who is doing the interview because they will skew it. All right? So you do have to be a little bit careful there. All right. And then your scores are over here. So 3.32. Don't hire them. 3.67, yeah, we're going to consider them. We're going to put them on our list and we're going to tell them that we're still hiring. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. If we are currently looking for somebody to hire and they have a score of 4.33, might want to consider offering them a job really quickly, right now, on the spot. You might not be part of your process, but in this case, that is what would happen. Hire as soon as a position is available. Now, guess what? You can set up all your own rules, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it. And guess what? That's your daily action for today. Figure out one step in this rubric that you can take now that'll get you to a better place where other people can do the hiring without you and without your input. All right, that's it for today. Talk soon, y'all. Bye.